Raw and uncut. Rel serving them raw and uncut. With no filter. Take it how you take it, you heard? Hey, straight no filter. So you know somebody gonna be in their feelings and I'ma be in my bag.
Yo, what's going on, yo? Whether you listening to this on the way to work, whether you listening to this in the middle of the afternoon eating a chopped cheese, like Blacko do, or whether you listening to this on the way home from work, or you listening to this before you go to bed, welcome to the Rel Raw and Uncut podcast. I'm your host, Rels, joined by two distinguished gentlemen tonight in Blacko. But we're gonna have a good time tonight, guys.
So much land I get, I don't be doing nothing. That's crazy.
Now you my brother, man. I wouldn't treat you any other different.
Wow, slander for no reason.
Yeah. Just 30 seconds into the show, too. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't even have did it, though. But what's going on tonight, y'all?
What's going on, brother? What's up?
Maintaining.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Nah, no problem. Thanks for being a guest, man. Appreciate it. First of all, we're gonna go down the line with people who don't know who everybody is. I'm gonna let you go first, Blacko, and then you, Black, and then you, Hollywood. Let's go.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Wait. Before you do that, Blacko. Yeah. Before you do that. All right, now, okay.
What's good, fellas?
All right.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
KD, what up, bro?
What's going on, Blacko?
Chilling.
I was gonna be the only guest in here.
I'm mad that that's your background, though.
Why? What's up?
He wrong for that one.
It's orange out here, baby.
Wow. All right. Well, welcome to the show. But I did the introduction so I'm gonna let everybody go down the line first. We're gonna start with Blacko, then we're gonna work our way down. All right. So it's gonna be in the order in which you see it. So go Blacko. Let everybody know who you are.
Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Blacko. Some of y'all know, most of y'all may know. For the relaxation hour, every Monday, y'all know who it is. The co-host, the best host, you know. And with that nigga's my left, my right, whatever. But yeah, I'm Blacko, everybody. What's going on?
What up? It's your boy Black V from Truth Entertainment Films, also AAA Productions. If you don't know me, I'm quite sure all of y'all heard of some of the podcasts that our production or our entertainment company has going on. Everything from we had Queens with Attitude, we had It's a Hard Knock Life. Well, we have It's a Hard Knock Life. We have most of y'all probably know of Pussy Talks. If you haven't heard of Pussy Talks with CL. That's another one that we do. Plus, I do Product of the 80s, and I have AAA podcast. Plus, also we do a late night one called Bucket Naked, and then we also have Deep Throat Conversations. So yeah, it's a lot of things going on. Plus, we do web series, and be on the lookout because we have with the first and only female president from Haiti. We're working on a docu-series with her as well as a general from Haiti about them trying to usher in democracy in Haiti. So be on the lookout on that from Truth Entertainment Films.
Damn, that was a lot.
That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. So I got a lot going on. Sorry, man.
Bro, I respect it.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's listen, ain't nothing like a hard-working black man. I respect it, man. Keep pushing, bro.
I appreciate y'all. Trying to be like y'all, man. We gonna uplift the culture.
And listen, you need me for anything, you let me know.
I definitely will reach out, brother. Definitely.
It's your boy Hollywood Bolandi. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bolandi, a.k.a. Chucky J, a.k.a. The Entrepreneur of the Year, man. I'm out here pushing products. I got hats, I got T-shirts, I got curtains, I got rugs. I can keep going if you want, but I'm just saying, I'm just out here doing what I could do. And catch me on TikTok at Hollywood B&B. That's why I put Hollywood B&B right there. That's my TikTok. And on TikTok, we do shit like this. We got my man right here, you know what I'm saying? Come on, fix your neck, nigga. Fix your neck. Fix your neck. You know what I'm saying? So we be on TikTok with
why you choking him like that, though?
That's bad promotion right there.
Here at the Railroad Uncut podcast, bro, we do not promote human on puppet violence.
No.
You're gonna have people scared of you. They might not be.
Well, yeah, and that's all, man.
All right, you go, KD.
Yo, my name is KD Swag. I'm from Yonkers, New York. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all.
Hey, how's the weather over there? How's the weather over there, Katie?
It's orange skies, man. Michael wasn't lying when he said orange and blue skies. It's really orange skies out there.
Tell me.
Oh, damn.
I totally respect the fact that he really put the orange skies as his background.
Yeah, that's true.
I always try to keep it a New York thing whenever I get on, and I was like, you know what? I need to do the orange background, man. That's just it's only right.
I respect that. That's why you my man $100 grand.
You know what's crazy though? Speaking of that, and somebody said this shit earlier. You know we ain't see no footage of that Canadian Fire yet. But hey, listen.
You know why?
But hey,
you know
listen.
why?
But listen, I'm sick. I thought about it. I was like, yo, I ain't seen a fucking picture, nothing. Like, everybody on social media going crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't seen not one picture. Nothing. I wanted to see it too.
Like too. I didn't see nothing.
Bro,
I heard breathing in that air is like smoking a pack of Newports.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They said like 6 packs. They said like 6 packs.
Wow.
6 packs of cigarettes. Yeah, 6 packs of cigarettes. Yeah.
Smoking hookah too, but it is what it is. We're gonna get into it. So I decided to do this topic, right? Because for one, I need content, as y'all have been telling y'all. Two, I wanted my guys' perspectives on just different things. Like, I know women always want to know about men want to know about women. So next week's show is going to be the reverse. I'm going to have a bunch of women on the show.
Hopefully
so it'll be a few. But I really wanted to have the men on first, because for one, I'm a guy, and men are always the dominant ones. So I wanted to have the men first because I wanted to ask the questions, that probably women wanted to know. So, I just took questions from random places, and then I'm just going to ask you guys the questions, and I want you guys to just answer it from a male's perspective. So I'm going to start with you, Blacko. I'm going to give you a simple question, right? So, but I'm going to let all of you guys answer because y'all probably all got different perspectives on it. But the first question that I seen that most women ask about men are, why is it that men are so much into sports?
It's our outlet.
Oh, man.
At the end of the day, plain and simple, it's our outlet, and it's not more so, just like they have their soap operas, they they ratchet, as they call it, ratchet TV.
Ratchet TV.
This is with us, because most of the time, this is the sports, this is stuff that we did growing up. You know what I'm saying? That even though we ain't make it professional, this is our enjoyment, plain and simple. That's the best answer I can really just give you. Ain't no science to it, honestly.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
I'm going to chime in, and I'm going to say it's because it's competitive, and we like being competitive. You know what I mean? And not only that, a lot of us are into athletics, and we like to sweat and stay fit. And sports helps us do that. We grew up loving sports. Like, a lot of us picked our favorite sports teams when we were like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and we are still with those teams. So it's a loyalty thing as well.
Yeah, I agree. I'll piggyback off of him. It's for some of us, it was a way for us to connect to our fathers. For some of us, it was a way for us to have a father figure, an outlet. In sports, for us growing up, it was a chance that you can be a quiet, shy dude in school and be a monster on the football field, and that could change your whole outlook in school, the way your friends interact with you. So for us to continue that on, it's just a place of relaxation. It's a place of challenge. Again, like the brother said, like Swagger said, it's like where you get to really truly like have that competitive nature you have, and you get to challenge others. You get to think, because everybody wants to be the best, or we all play the sport to be the best. And it's not just for us, it's fun, but it's a challenge, man. We challenge each other. We love it. We support it later on, and we use it as a tool to commune with our other brothers and everything else. So football brings us together. You can be having beef with a dude when you was a kid, or sports period, but you can have beef with a dude when you was a kid, but at school, but when you got on that football field, y'all was teammates. All that other stuff, gone. On that field or on that court, that's what mattered first at that time. And so that's what I got.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
kind of agree. Sports is just to me, I just watch football. I'm not really into all the other shit. So just football is like he said, it was just a time to just be by yourself, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes you want to be by yourself and just watch something by yourself. Like, because I know a lot of us, we watch sports by us. Maybe some of our girls watch it with us. Some of us watch it by ourselves. But I know a lot of us watch Ratchet TV too, just to make them feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make sure we put that in there too. Sprinkle that on there.
The Ratchet TV. I feel you. I mean, as
Give
for
us
me,
the points.
when it comes to sports, I grew up, my uncle was a big sports fan. So that's naturally what got me into sports. My mom was a sports fan too, but I really gravitated it more like watching it with my uncle and stuff. So to me, it's like my girl could be around me right now, and if a sports game is on, I might tune out for a little bit, depending on who's playing, if the game is close, things of that nature. So sports is just like you said, sports is just almost like just a getaway sometimes. Like you could have a long day and just sit in front of a game, and if the game is really good, it's just going to change your whole perspective about everything. If your team lose, like, especially if you're a Knicks fan, it can be quite depressing. And I understand. I get it. I mean, you guys been losers for years. You tasting playoffs experience. I understand. I respect it. But,
coming from a Bulls fan that didn't even make the playoffs this year.
Coming from a Bulls fan that got 6 championships and your team ain't had one since the 70s, but we ain't going to talk about that. All right, so moving on.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, my team's the reason why your team don't have a lot of championships in the 90s. You're welcome. So love.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
But at the end of the day, I think a lot of women, like, just like they have their own things that they like to watch that men really don't question it. I don't think women should question why men enjoy sports, because a lot of women feel like sports takes away from them. And I don't see how that. Okay, so the only way I can see that probably would make sense is if they were going somewhere and maybe he told her to chill because the game is on.
Right.
I get that, because like at the end of the day, if y'all make plans to go somewhere and the game is on, man, social media is so much around us now. You can find out the score while you're out. Like, you don't have to postpone what you're doing with your female because the game is on. So, but at the same time, females also know, like for me, it's not really much sports. It's more like wrestling. I'll sit there and I'll watch wrestling, and if I'm zoned out, I'll try to get her to watch it with me. She's not a big wrestling fan, but I'll try. But if she's not into it, I'll just be like, all right, cool. But she also knows, like, if I'm going to a wrestling event or if there's a pay-per-view, she gives me that space where she's like, okay, well, if that's what you want to watch, and go ahead and watch it. Like, I'm not going to bother you about it. So, like you said, it's like those things that for us men, sports is something that was part of our childhood. So it's like, it's kind of hard to just turn that off because somebody doesn't necessarily agree with, our likes. So,
yeah.
But the thing with women is that if you don't watch sports, they'll question you. If you
it's
watch
weird,
sports,
right?
they'll question you.
It's weird, right? Like, some women will be like, yo, so you're not really into sports? Why not? And then some women will be like, you're too into sports. Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. So, but
if the sky is orange, they'll question it. If the sky is blue, they'll question it.
I see what he did there.
Yeah, he sure did. That was real smooth that you did that. That means the sky's a bunch of losers there. But anyway, moving on. That's enough Nick hate for tonight. All right, so I'm gonna dive into the next question. So remember, I'm reading some of these questions off of. This is based off of questions that women really have for men. So I'm just reading them. The next question is, what are men insecure about?
Being cheated on.
What's the question again? Could you repeat that?
Sure. What are men insecure about?
That's a generalized. That's a very general question. I mean, at the heart of it, I think it's unfair. All of us as human beings, period, got different insecurities, and you got a lot of men that are very secure. And I bet all you brothers over here got things about yourself you're either working on or you worked on, in whatever case. So that would be unfair. That would be like a generalization. We would probably have to be real and probably state our own insecurities, but it'd be disrespectful for me to try to guess what any of these brothers have as insecurities and stuff like that, because that may not be their poison or that may not be their struggle at that time.
All right, so let me. Okay. Oh, sorry, Coach Blacko. Yeah, really.
No, I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna piggyback off of that, right? So now I'm gonna go to what you just said. So all of us as men, let's just list one insecurity about ourselves that maybe women might not understand, or maybe they, that maybe if we're in relationships, maybe they can understand it and try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah. I can go first. I can sit there and say mine's. I'm a 5'10", but I'm 5'10" with no shoes on. But I mean, I would not being 6 foot bothers me. If I could get 6 foot, I probably could have knocked down way more.
bro, I'm 5'8", so you being 5'10", you probably get looked at more than I did. So.
Hey, brother, we still in the same struggle. It was still real.
True.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say being cheated on. Nobody wants their time to be wasted, and I say this more like in general.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
See, coming from the lifestyle that we was living, it's kind of hard to call it because I had that one, but on the other side, it was like whop, get it where you get it. But now it's like I understand now. It's like karma is my insecurity.
Damn.
Getting falling for somebody because I knew a lot of them liked me back then, really did, and I was playing with them. So now I feel like I'm gonna find somebody I'm gonna really, really, really like, and they're gonna do what I did to others. That's my insecurity.
So now let me ask you a question. I'm gonna feed off of that. So does that make you feel like you're scared to get into another relationship?
Not really. I just don't want and then that's the plays out. I don't want no past to jump up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is in the hood. The hood is small. You be with that new one, and you run into an old one, then might be, how it is.
That's why you get one out the hood, man. Bro, we all know, bro. Some people don't know how to leave the hood.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, I've traveled to see you out the state, bro. So I know.
I'll be out. So.
Can I piggyback off of something he said? I'm sorry, Blacko. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going for me, and that's just being 100%. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'll try to always be. I've done my dirt. If karma's gonna come, karma's gonna come. But I'm one of those people that I truly understand the rules and respect the rules and consequences that come along with when you play this game. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here, just like if you out here smashing many chicks, is there a chance that karma gonna come back to bite you in the ass? Yeah, but I never worry about it. For me, and I'm not saying he does, I'm just saying for me, I never worry about it, never think about it in that manner. It's just that I know if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I had it coming to me. It's no different if you in the game or you run around smashing a whole bunch of raw chicks. Eventually either you're gonna catch something or you're gonna knock something up, or you might get both. You know what I'm saying? That's just when you playing Russian roulette with your dick. Well, sorry, my bad on the language.
Sure.
But when you sitting there playing Russian roulette with it, bro, I mean, that's just the rules that come with it, is, pluses and minuses, wins and losses. And so I accept that. And if I don't want to accept that, then I know to fly right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at some point, we all got to realize, the games we play have consequences. So it's as you get older, I can honestly say, I've known Blacko for about 10 years now. Hollywood are probably about the same. We haven't had the same kind of conversations me and Blacko had. I've known KD for a long time too. Me and Blacko are business partners, gym partners. So we spend a lot of time together. So me and Blacko have a lot of conversations. So
brothers.
You can tell exactly. There's just no other way to put it. Exactly. So you can tell that me and Blacko, if you've been around us from when we first got cool with each other to now, you will definitely see the maturity and the growth that we both have. Especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to just life in general. Us 10 years ago and us now are we wish we could go back 10 years ago and tell each other 10 years ago, bro, You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't it. Yeah, that ain't the
it ain't
move.
it.
That ain't the
Hey,
play,
Fuck
bro.
that. I had fun. I'm not gonna say
no. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I did too. No,
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
you.
say focus on that.
No. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was bad, but at the same time, we also know too, like you can't do the same things 10 years ago you did now. It's at some point you have to grow.
You know what's
Like,
funny? I
what's
told
up?
myself that like 3-4 years ago. I told myself that. I said, yo, what you did in the past does not work for your future going forward. And I had to stick to that. And actually, like you said, that actually made me a much better person to go forward, and especially in the way I think. Because think about it, like 10 years ago, we had easy access to do what the hell we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Moving and grooving how we wanted. Doing things with no care. I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but I'm talking about me. Like I partially didn't have a conscience of certain shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie. So now as you get older, you're like, yeah, you gotta chill. And in reality sets in, you're not younger, you older now.
Yeah.
So to answer your question on response of insecurities, I can speak for me when I say this. Not being fully established is my own insecurity. That's it.
That's a real man to sit there and say it like that.
Okay.
That's
So
real
now
shit.
let me ask a question
I
about that.
I just want to add, if you're still the same person today that you were 10 years ago, that means you haven't lived. Because obviously in the last 10 years, we've all had our own experiences. Everyone's life is different. People come in and out of your life, and that should grow and make you more mature.
Very true.
Yeah.
To piggyback off what you said, Black, I want to ask you, is you saying the imperfections, I mean, not imperfect, I'm sorry. You saying that the insecurity is you not being where you want to be successfully right now.
No. I ain't say
say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again.
I said not being fully established, as in, not fully having my own.
What he feels he should be, yeah.
Yes.
He's just not being where he feels the standard he set for himself is.
Now you're talking about success, because I be realistic, and I had to put this in my mindset really recently. Everybody's not gonna have super success that we see on TV or hear about. We're gonna have our own type of success where we better than we was. That's my success. Losing this weight, that's my success. Taking trips, that's my success. Getting money, getting some type of getting better financials, that's my success. Do I want to be super successful like that? Like the actors, everybody? Of course, everybody wants to be that. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. But I'm not gonna kill myself to try to get it.
Okay, so now my question is: do you want to be the millionaire, or you just want to be financially comfortable?
Everybody wants to be financially comfortable.
No, but I'm saying because to me, I feel like there's a difference because you can be a millionaire.
I know the difference. First of all, let me say something. When it comes to the difference of being a millionaire and financially comfortable, there's been so many millionaires that's back to below where we at. Financially comfortable is somebody who just they're fine, they living, they're straight. For instance, I say like somebody financially comfortable. Let's say Jeff Bezos, for instance. Yes, he is the richest man in the world. If that man was to stop doing running Amazon right now, he's still financially comfortable. Right. And we're talking about not even just his company. We're talking about his stocks and everything else he got. Everybody think Amazon got him his money. It wasn't Amazon. It was his stocks that got him his money. He's financially that's financially comfortable. I would love to be at. But that man has sacrificed a whole lot and a whole lot of feelings, mainly to get where he's at. Something I probably cannot do. He reached the dark place to get where he had to get. You ask anybody who worked for that man, they're gonna say he's an asshole, just stand in third, whatever the case may be. I mean, honestly, I don't think I could reach that potential of being like that. Because it took me a while to get out of that. And I ain't getting nothing from it. So
yeah, exactly. It's almost like learning how to be rich without trying to shit on the people who are underneath you. Yeah, like it's easy, and it sucks because it's easy for us to say, like, yeah, we could be. It's easy for us to say, yo, we could hit him. We can win $10 million tomorrow and still be the same person. There's certain things about you have to change, though. You have to change. You have to change your environment. That's first and foremost. Because you can't have $10 million living in the hood.
First of all, I'll be first to tell you, I get $10 million. I'm not going to be the same person, and I'm not going to try to be. And I'm not going to try to be with the same place I'm at. Why? Because I'm going to enjoy myself. And I
Right.
realize everybody. And one thing we all trying to say, we want to take everybody with us. Everybody can't come with us, and that's gonna cause the issue of problems.
Yeah.
For one, everybody can't come with us, and everybody won't appreciate it.
Right. Right.
Some people be
Or
like that. Some people be
or
like, you
some
took.
people won't appreciate them. Like if you did try to give everybody, somebody not gonna be happy with their piece.
Exactly. Exactly. The piece that they didn't earn.
Exactly.
Still want.
But isn't that the and I feel like this ties into the whole general overall of this conversation is that it all comes down to your happiness, the things that make you happy. Like he might not need $50 million. He may only need like a couple million or two or three to make him feel happy, secure. But I think that crosses over back to the main thing of what we're gathered here today is also from the standpoint of us as men and our outlook with women, and even women with their outlook to us. I think today's society is so focused on what we were just talking about, the financial aspects. And it feels like relationships are so transactional instead of being about like, are you happy? Does this woman complete me? Does she challenge me in ways I want to be challenged? Do I challenge her in ways do we fit as far as what I need, I want, or does she fulfill where I lack? Does she strengthen me in those areas? And we so busy, and it's not. I mean, some of it is our fault. A lot of it is our fault, but some of it is because we see either what our parents had or our grandparents had, or we see what TV and society shows us, and we try to mirror those things. So some of us are trying to have the quote unquote Christian theory of what a marriage and a relationship is supposed to be. So we chase those, but neither me nor her is living that true Christian lifestyle. So you're not going to achieve it, and you're going to fall short because you're trying to chase something that's either one, truly not who you both are, and truly not where you both want to be. And that's okay to not be able to meet those standards. The key is to find what are your standards? What makes you happy? What brings you peace? And does she fit that for you? And are you able to fit what gives her that peace? And until we until we get out of this mind state, like, because I know for y'all, and I'm sorry to make it long-winded, but I know for y'all, like for us growing up, I don't recall ever watching my parents being like, yo, he don't make $1 million or he don't whatever case, so I'm not gonna be with him. It was like, yo, like it was just like, is he there? Is he gonna help take care of the kids? Is he gonna do his part? Are we gonna help each other? And it was always about helping each other and filling in. And sometimes some of us might have had some dads that didn't all the way fill the role, and mom complained about him, but he filled the role in other ways, and vice versa. But they found ways to make it work. And that's what we're used to seeing. Compared to today, is so transactional. It's like women are like, can he take care of me? Instead of like, yo, what can we build together?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's funny you say that, right? Because I just wanted to piggyback this before I forget, right? So I was watching something on IG today, and I literally comment like, and I want to make this very clear too, that this podcast is not about bashing women at all. We're not. We're trying to give women a perspective on us men and what we think and things of that nature.
Right.
But I watched something on IG today where this guy asked a bunch of females this question, and my answer to it was like, this generation is just messed up. The dude literally asked the female, would you deal with a married man who don't tell you no, or would you deal with a man, or would you rather deal with a single man who tells you no 40% of the time? And out of 12 women that they asked, 10 women said, I'd rather deal with the married man that doesn't tell me no.
Bro, it's this generation.
A lot of women like being in control.
Bro, my comment literally was, yo, this generation is sad. Like, just listen to it. One female, the last female actually said, I'd rather deal with the man who tells me no. She was like, why do he need to tell me? Why can't no? She said something like, he needs to tell me no sometimes. I can't hear yes all the time. Right. I gotta be able to hear no. And I'm just like,
all the time.
And right now, there's a bunch of women out there that probably looking at her like she's crazy. Oh, what's she mean? What's she doing? She bugging. She bugging.
Real talk. That's the type of woman that likes to be choked in bed, yo.
Somebody had to do it. I knew it was gonna be KD.
Hey, he a real one.
Yeah, no,
Real
absolutely. That's why I put him on the show. That's why I brought him on the show.
one. It falls back to everything is transactional today in society. Everybody's like, what can you do for me instead of what can we build? What can we do for each other? How can we grow something? We don't men and women don't look at building things together. Our parents, our grandparents, they built that household together. Even if grandpa worked and grandma stayed at home with the kids, he never came home and was like, it's my
Oh,
sorry about
nah, that's all right.
sorry about that. Got a call. I had to sit away. He never came in like, it's my effing house. Get the hell out. Da, da, da. I built this out. Whatever case, it was like, no, this is our house. And a lot of times, grandma's responsibility was to take care of that house. And so that made it their house. They were partners. Where's the partnership? Where is that? Because I don't care if I'm going to be honest. My wife makes more than me, like 2 times what I make.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Next question.
Yeah, and bro, like, I mean, it don't bother me now because when it comes to the house, and she doesn't look at me as like
Us.
any less in the household. She doesn't look at me like she still comes and is like, yo, okay, well, what do you want to do with this? What do you think about this? Where do you, whatever case. Now, was it a struggle at some point in time, like for us to get to that point? But I was real enough to be like, yo, I need to leave my household. So if I'm struggling with it, instead of letting my pride get in the way, I'm like, no, we going to counseling because we got to fix this shit or we can't exist. But I also had to fix myself as well as she had to be able to think, bro. We have to be honest with each other.
So let me ask you a question. What was the struggle? The fact that she made more money?
No, I didn't care. It was that. It was the fact that we were fighting the outside noise of thinking of the pressures of like, yo, making the most money is supposed to make you the leader in the household.
Oh,
And that's not and so we had to fight that outside noise, that world sitting there talking everything around us and be like, yo, no, that's not what determines how this household runs, how we run.
You have to fight the stereotype.
Yeah, we had to fight the stereotype. Yeah, we had to find us and stop trying to do what the fucking world says and build off our strengths, our weaknesses and whatnot. Because reality of it is she better with money, period. Regardless more, even though she make more than me, whatever case. And what does it matter if her money and my money is our money for our home, for our family? Yeah. So it's our money. So like we do pretty decent and whatnot. So it's a learning process. It was a learning process.
That's the part I think the new generation lost. The we part.
Yeah.
It's her,
yes.
it's him. There's no we no more. It's her being her, and it's him trying to fit in with her, or it's her being her trying to fit in with him. See, that's why I don't want to put people, but there's certain things I like because, you know, the way it used to be, you know, when you just found a person, you knew that person was going to be good or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you can't call it. You can't call it. You may see it, but sometimes then you got to count on the past because a lot of time the past mess up on you seeing new shit.
I think a lot of it also has to do with today's times and social media and music videos and just the fact that today's culture is so influenced by what we see on TV. Like you won't never have a kid. You'll never have a girl who will sit here and be like, yo, I want a relationship like the Cosby Show. Because a lot of
hear
these,
that no more.
No, and especially with today's time, because a lot of these young kids don't know what the Cosby Show was. They know what Bill Cosby is based on what they see on TV now. But they don't know that he was the successful doctor. Like Claire was a successful lawyer. They had the kids that went to school. Like that show right there was the blueprint to show you that you can be successful in the hood and get out the hood and do what you needed to do. You know,
and they never flaunted their wealth.
No,
they never flaunted their wealth for the Cosby Show. It was not about the money. It was about the family. It was about them coming together, working through things.
And if you ever notice that, if the kids ever tried to flaunt the wealth, the parents kind of shut it down.
Yeah.
So, and it was always like, you're still going to go to school. You're going to do something with yourself. You're going to go, you're going to go to college. Like every Cosby kid was a successful kid. they had their own problems, their struggles, whatever the case may be. You know, Theo had dyslexia, but you know, at the end of the day, he overcame it and he became a teacher. So
Right.
for a kid who looks at it and be like, "Yo, I have dyslexia, I can never do that." That show is a perfect example of like you can beat that and then be a teacher and show them that whatever you had is not going to stop you from changing who you are.
Right.
Today's times is, I hate to say it and I don't want to bring it up, but today's women are idolized. Today's girls are idolized off of stuff like Ice Spice and stupid shit like that. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but it annoys me because it's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not music because music is music. It's just your own interpretation of it. But
I wouldn't even say Ice Spice because she's just brand new. I would like to say Nicki Minaj and Cardi B because they came before Ice Spice.
Yeah, and okay, so if you think about that, then Ice Spice will be the perfect example of what we're talking about.
Well, we can't even say hold on. I'm not cut you off, bro. But you can't even say Cardi B because look at Cardi B now. She came out whatever, but until she met that guy, and now she's all about family. Yeah. So we can't even say that. Like, even look what her marriage about to end. She made it very clear. I wasn't gonna let him go. I fought just like he fought for our marriage. I fought for it too. So we can't blame Cardi. Look at Nicki. Matter of fact, her husband's was in the process of being locked up for alleged rape. She stood by that man.
She damn sure did.
We can't say it's them.
She damn sure did.
Well, okay.
But no, you can't say it's them personally. I'm talking about them musically.
But it's the music because they're doing what you said, but they're doing what they said in their lives, but they're still pushing out the opposite
of what their lives
are. They're still talking. They're still trying to live the entertainment thing. It's like they're trying to live one way and be this way. It's no different than a rapper who's still talking about moving weight, everything else, and pushing it to our kids in our neighborhood. But he over there worked his ass off and got all his kids in private school and doing everything he can to keep his kids away from them trappings and whatnot. Yeah, away from it.
You know, it's crazy, right? And artists like that, and he's one of my favorite artists is like Tool. I bump his music every day. Was Jeezy? He did that with his son. He put trap music and all that. You know, there's no disrespect to Jeezy. We call him. We speaking the truth. He puts that same trap music that we was talking about, and guess what? He had his son in college, away from all that shit, and look where he at. You know what I'm saying? So I get what y'all saying, though. I 100% get it, but at the end of the day, I mean, we in the era where people really can't think for themselves. That's
true,
and that's pretty much where you just hit it right on the button.
Nobody can think for themselves. Men, female, whatever. Men, as far as men go, I'm gonna take the female side on this one. Men problem is they feel they should have what the next man have. To me, men worry about other dudes' pockets. Females worry about what females are doing.
Other females,
or what type of man they have.
Yes, and because you know why they do that? Because in their mind, why she got to take man? I could probably take him from her. We're not in the privacy era no more. Everybody flaunt what they have. Nobody not to be secret no more. Everything's on the forefront now.
People need other people. People starve for other people's approval. People starve for everybody else's approval. They want to present not their real lifestyle, but they want to present the same thing they see on social media in their own world. So they'll post when they go on their vacations, they're gonna post it like they living it up and spending thousands of dollars, or they go commit crime or fraud so they can get money to go take trips to Dubai and all the other stupid shit because everybody else want to live that fake ass lifestyle and nobody can be real and honest about where they truly are at and be appreciative of it.
Bro, let me break something down to you it's funny that you say that. I just recently went to Jamaica, first time I ever been out the country, right? And yeah, it's not a cheap trip, but it's not like, you know, I've been working for the post office for 16 and a half years.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So like I work hard to be able to take these trips. You know, people look at me and they're like, oh, he works for the post office, he got money. No, because at the end of the day, I still got bills to pay. I still got other stuff to do. And I spend money. Yeah, I still spend money on stupid stuff sometimes. That's just me. I'm just always going to spend money on my guilty pleasures. But when it comes to like trips like that, like I had to save for that. I had to put that money away. Like it's not like I just pulled it out of my pocket on the paycheck and was like, yo, I'm paying for it. Like, but you know, you take the pictures and you post it, and people are like, they can be jealous. I'm posting pictures because I'm just showing y'all, like, yo, like
I work for this
too. I work, yeah, but it's also like too, you can do this too. Like, enjoy your life, is because shit. Look at the orange skies in KD's background. Shit could be gone tomorrow. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but there's a everything you said is true, brother. But there's a difference between you living your reality and trying to paint a fallacy or trying to paint a false reality. And so that's the difference. Like, you worked your ass off and you tell somebody in a heartbeat, like, you're not going to front like you got it like that. Like, you could just take trips all the damn time. And I'm sure you could, but then you start lacking in other responsibilities.
No, I can't. See, that's the thing.
No, I'm sitting saying you can be ignorant. Yeah, you can be ignorant as fuck and be like, yo, I'm going to just go splurge and try to make myself look something that I'm not.
I'm going to take this trip, but just know when I get back, I ain't going to have no house to live in.
Right.
People we in that type of time. Like, other people happiness is make other people envy. Other people's success is other people's downfall. Because my thing, like he just said, Rel took his trip, right? Now, me being a friend, I was happy for him. Like he said, his first time out of the country. So my thing was like, yes, one of my people's out of the country. That's the fuck I'm talking about. I went out of the country 2 years ago, happy as shit. Even though it was like for a couple of days, I was happy. So when he told me he's going out of the country, I was happy for him. Why? It's just the experience. But guess what? Like he said, the posting pictures, people take that as a size, oh, he's flossing, he's stunting. No. People work hard to take these trips. You know what I'm saying? I wish back in the day when I was, like he just said, when I was blowing money, this is pre-children. The money I'm making, but the money I was making back in the day, I was making now. And that's because the overtime, no kids, it's being single. I wish I'd have took them trips. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing none of that because you know why? I was afraid of airplanes. I didn't really know too much about different places. I heard about them, but I never really knew too much about them. But like I said, airplanes was my biggest. Airplanes is what kept me from not going over there 10, 15 years ago. It's like I got older. It was like, yo, you know what? You need to get out of New York. Like, I've been out of New York a couple of times, car-wise. It was like, yo, leave New York. Get on that plane. So I started. It was ever since then. I was like, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, live life. Don't let somebody else is doing. Don't let somebody else's happiness make you bitter. Look at their picture, like you're not gonna like it, or why? Oh, he out. So what? Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, like and as a guy, for me, like, yo, going out the country, I didn't call Blacko and be like, yo, I'm out the country, blah 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 blah. I called him and was like, yo, we need to make a group trip out here, yo. This shit is fun, yo. I think everybody, like, I'm on a vacation with my fiance, and I'm like, yo, we need to figure out. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I want my peoples to experience this too. This is fun, like.
But the funny part is, when he's talking to me, I asked him. I told him, I said, why you talking to me?
Yeah, he did.
I said, why you talking to me? I said, yo, bro, you on vacation? You don't need to be talking to me right now. You need to be right now out and about, chilling, enjoying yourself. You talk to me when you get back home. And my thing is just go out there and enjoy yourself, bro. We definitely gonna talk when you get back. So I want to hear your experience. But for right now, nigga, deuces.
Yeah, and then he blocked me, which is messed up now.
But it's shit like that. Like, it's real friendship, but a lot of people don't know what that shit is.
Yeah. I wanted to add on this to throw it back to the main thing, so you make sure the women, when you bring them on, got something to sit there fuss at us about. But it's unfortunately the way that you grind your ass off and save and build something and take that trip with your fiance. It's a lot of women. I hate to sound generalizing because I don't want to do that. There's a lot of people out there that think that shit is weak, or we not men enough because we can't just at the drop of a dime just travel when we want to, or whatever the case. And that be the shit right there. I kind of like that those women are put that out there, because that I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with that. I'm thankful that I don't have to. Yeah, bro. I'm like, I appreciate that I don't have to deal with that. Again, it's like, yo, I want someone I can build with. Not that just want to come in off of, not somebody that want to come to Rail because Rail got a bomb ass podcast and now he averaging about a few million a year and everything. And now all of a sudden, now they want to be on the team. Now they want to go ahead and see what's up with you and everything else. And now they're like, yo, what can you do for me? It was like, yo, you didn't help me. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Thanks for saying that too, because I'm gonna screen clip that and I'm gonna use that as one of the clips because I definitely looked at the time, so I knew exactly where to cut it from. So I appreciate you for that. Shout out to you for that.
Two things I want to add.
Go ahead, bro.
The older you get, the less you care about what people think, especially when you reach 40.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm be very real.
And the old saying, there's an old saying that goes that life begins when you're at 40. And I never got it until I became 40.
Katie, real shit. What you just said though is I ain't even to cut you off, bro. What you just said is true. It's a 50-50 truth to that. Because it be the men that's in the 35s and up still worrying about what the next man is doing.
Oh yeah. Well, you never gonna be perfect with it. But there's a saying. There's a saying that go with it. There's a saying that go with that. You spend the first 20 years of your life caring about what everybody's thinking about you. You spend the next 20 years of your life not giving a fuck what anybody's thinking about you. Then you spend the rest of your life realizing nobody was thinking about your funky ass in the first place.
I'm cutting this one too. That's a jewel drop.
The other point,
definitely right though.
The other point I wanted to say is back to the whole Cardi B thing. Offset is probably alive because of Cardi B. Because if it wasn't for Cardi B, Offset might have been around with the whole Takeoff and Quavo situation.
I agree.
That's true.
I agree. She got his ass right in the crib.
Honestly,
he probably think her.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, probably.
Me and Rel just said that shit the other day. Like, yo, we like as you get older, we like simple. We just was saying this shit the other day. Like, yo, when you get older, it's called being simple.
At this time in my life, I just want peace,
bro.
I enjoy peace.
With the way the world is crazy at this moment, bro. I enjoy sitting in the house with my lady doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I want to watch TV, look. If I want to watch wrestling and she watches it with me, that's great. If she sits there and go, let's watch a Lifetime movie, I am going to sit there and watch it with her.
I used to watch
bro, I probably might like it better than her. I'm not even going to front. Depending on the movie, I might get caught up in it too. Yo, right?
Bro, you on your own with that one, Ray. I ain't watching no Lifetime. Me and her just be fighting. I'm going to go hard on one of my 2-man caves.
God bless you for having the 2-man caves. Then give me one of those then, bro.
The Wendy Williams biopic and the Salt and Pepper biopic on Lifetime. Worth watching.
I don't respect none of Wendy Williams. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Oh, all right. So I'm being an a-hole when I sit there say about watching Lifetime, and I just had to mess with Rail on it. Like, I mean, I will watch stuff, and normally I try to avoid Lifetime, especially around the damn holiday time of the year when all the damn whack ass Christmas movies is on. But I mean, I give her time and stuff like that. But me, I kind of like, because I like my alone time. I like to spend time with her, but I like my alone time. So I tell her during college football season, I'm in my bar. Leave me alone. Just about that Saturday. Don't make no plans for me. Don't make no college football season. You can have me on NFL Sundays. I'll give you that. But come them Saturdays during football season, college football, I'm indisposable. I'm not going nowhere. Nowhere doing nothing. But it's understood.
I mean, that's a fair trade-off because then you got the Saturdays and at least she got the Sundays. She got something. Yeah,
it's understood. But that's a communication thing. And it's one of those things that she fought it at first. But you know us as men, sometimes we gotta stick in there and hold our guns like, nah, I need this to be under. I don't ask you for too damn much. Leave me alone on my college football Saturdays. That's it. I don't ask for too much. You can get me Sunday. I'll go do whatever the hell you want to do. And I pay for it on Sundays, bro. I pay for it on Sundays.
I mean, it is what it is. But that's all part of the communication and relationship, man.
Yeah.
It's the give and take. So it is what it is. So I'm about to ask the next question. This one's about to be a little crazy, though. So this question was asked from females is, how can you get a guy to be more open about changes in the bedroom?
But being butt ass naked.
It's stupid.
While we're watching a sports thing, this is how you do it, ladies. When your man is watching a sports game, walk in with some brand new lingerie and ask, so what's the score? And that's it. Get in front of the TV. Or
I personally don't care for the lingerie, bro, because it's coming off anyway.
Right. Yeah, just come in, like Martin said, Like Martin said, come into my favorite color, butt ball nigga. Good. I don't care if Tom Brady about to win me 500. Yo, Tom, I holler at you later. TV off.
Unless he's playing Eli Manning in the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Wow, you had to throw that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah,
Nah,
She
but
better.
to really answer that question though, keep it a stack. Talk about it. That's it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, like Katie said, come in the room, do what you do. Like, yo, listen, I want to try XYZ. It's nothing, and that's the problem with people. People don't know how to act certain shit.
Communicate.
I was just about to say, communication is above all the key.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all it takes. Yo, babe, what you think about XYZ? Because, like, fellas, before our ladies start giving us head, whatever the case may be, I'm quite sure you sitting there like, damn, how am I ask this without fucking up the mood? You never know. She might be ready for you, but I'm like, yo, you want me to top you up? You never know that until you ask.
No, I never had to ask. Sorry.
I don't ask.
That's why,
yeah,
that's why, bro. That's why she got the rings, and I never had to ask.
I'm not talking about.
Bro, that wasn't even a conversation. Like, yo, so what's your favorite color? Like, you give head? Nah.
I'm not talking about now because as older now, shame.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be ask question. I'm talking like back in the day, doing our ill experiences. So like ill experiences, you like, yo, you about to link up, you about to link up with a joint, you want to do you, and it's like, I want to get. How can I go about this? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. You just never straight up asked?
Huh?
You never just asked?
I'm a gentleman, ladies. I'm a gentleman.
Nah, listen.
I ain't gonna front no.
You're live on camera.
No, I ain't gonna front it because I'm not gonna hold you. I knew who and not to just come from. Yeah, let me get this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that.
Yeah.
It's a
commitment. Yeah.
I'm not man. Let me just come on. Let's go.
Listen, right, like you said, above all else, it's just communication. Like if there's something you into, you simply communicate it with your partner. Either they're gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. It's just really no in between. Like maybe they might not do it at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it later on. Who knows? Like, but I just want to preface this by saying that is in no way, shape, or form for you to go out there and start cheating because your mate don't do something you into that they're not. This is what communication comes into.
Yeah, that's another problem.
And compromise.
Yes. Like, I might not do it Tuesday, but maybe I'll do it Thursday.
Right.
Like
facts. I think I'm gonna sound for the first time. Probably I'm gonna sound like an asshole today. I never justified. There's no real true justification for cheating whatsoever. But I also am a realist who looks at things in a realistic manner. And of course, the three main reasons from being previously married before, three main reasons people cheat is either one is finances, two is because of sex, or three is because of kids. Those are the three main reasons people get divorced. Sex happens, lack of communication, of course, is the main culprit behind it. Not knowing how to communicate, not knowing how to talk to each other, or sometimes a brother can't get it right. And people make mistakes. It's all about how you overcome those mistakes. I don't agree. It doesn't mean just because your man can't pipe you down don't mean you should cheat on him. Just because your woman don't sit there and dome you up don't mean you should cheat on her. However, I also add along to it, if you've taken steps and constantly communicated, a point of frustration does sets in that does increases the chances of you being cheated on. But those are things that you should have known. Like, if you love getting head and sex is very important to you, and you, no matter how dope this chick is, if she just don't like giving head and not gonna dome you up, then you probably shouldn't marry her, because at some point that's gonna build up to become an issue unless she's open-minded enough to find another workaround. Like, you got to be honest about it too. Like, you chose her knowing that she don't like giving you top.
Yeah,
that's on you. But to answer the question, to get back to what you asked, the biggest thing is like communication. Like, I'm big on communication. I'm big on this is an honest to God true story. When I'm talking to a chick, when I was single and first talking to a girl, I would ask her like a whole bunch of questions and open her up, make her comfortable, and we talk about things. And then when sex would come around, I swear on everything I love. True story. Y'all gonna laugh your ass off. It's this fine ass chick. She banging ass body, like she was the closest I was ever gonna get to a dime. Like just bad as hell. So we get to talk about sex because I'm like, yeah, I'm about to sit here. We done went out on 2 dates. I'm playing the patient game, the long run. So I'm like, yo, like what you into? So she started telling me, and this hurt my feelings. I'm like, so what is like a big fetish of yours? She tells me she likes to wear use toys on her man. I'm like, use toys on your man? She's like, yeah. She like, I like to sit there, use like a whatever case and put it on my man's ass. I'm like, oh no. And then she was like, and then if he's really open to it and comfortable, then I like to wear a strap. Bro, my heart broke. Bro, I like, even though like at that point we talked about sex, I knew I could smash. Like I just knew like at some point trying to be with this woman, she gonna want to put it in, and I just had to let it go. Like I had to walk away. I wasn't willing to take that risk. You got some brothers that say, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead in whatever case and end up on the wrong side of a strap on.
Wrong side of the stick.
Wrong side of the stick. But I mean, again, it's that you know what you're getting into, or you know, unless this woman lie to you and used to give you head, but then she stopped and then you trying to work it out, in whatever case, it's a chance she might get cheated on. She sold you a false bill of goods.
Listen. We older now. Look, we're older now too, right? So at every given point, like if you in a situation with a female, you feel like it's not going to work because of that, or certain situation, if you like head and the female don't give you head or whatever, it's okay to walk away. You're not going to be. You might be labeled as the bad guy to her, maybe, but at least you know you're not. She'll respect you in the long run. Then at the point it should be mad at you at this moment.
No, she's probably just gonna be mad at you forever. Maybe,
but then learn how to suck dick.
There you go.
Yeah, just simple as that. But
to me, relationships, that shit was optional. Like when you ready to do it. Catch me off guard. Like that shit wasn't really a. Like I know how some niggas look at it. Like I know y'all probably looking at me like this motherfucker crazy. It's like
no. No, like, it's not. You're not crazy.
To me, bro, it was optional. Like you want to do it. If not, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's just more for you. Because if you do it, you're gonna take off some time. So you should do it. But if you want this longevity, don't do it. Don't do it. You just have to get this work. That's how I used to see it. Hey, you don't do it? All right, cool. Let's get it going then.
Yeah, but even then, that's a catch-22 because females would be like, wait, he don't like head. What's wrong with him?
That's true.
See what I'm saying? Like, so it's like
it's
almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Bro, the end of the day, communication. It's just communication, and you should know your partner. So back to the main thing: a woman wants to know the perfect way to whatever case to get your man to try to do something different is know your man and know how to communicate. Some brothers are very whatever the case and not open to trying a lot of different things. So you should be able to understand him to be able to talk to make him comfortable to try to know how to talk to get him into different things. If you know your mate, you know your partner you with, or you know your woman or your man, you should know how to be able to talk to that person and communicate effectively to get them to be open-minded or to hear what you want and not make it necessarily about what they're not doing, but less about what it is that you are wanting or you want to try.
And not make it into a problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the most important part.
I was watching TikTok and I heard Steve Harvey say some Steve, I don't know what Steve be saying some he said that the problem is that they let people into their circle. You understand? Once you open that circle and start looking for advice for what you going through in your circle, that's when the problem starts. And I thought about it. And I started to look at certain things, and I was like, damn, Steve is right. Because he said, when you have a problem in-house, you fix it in-house. You don't go outside to get no advice from somebody and then bring it home and try. And I'm starting to think that way also. Like, I listen to Steve a lot now, man. Steve was saying some stuff to me. He's the one who got me on TikTok doing the puppet thing, because he said, you got to stop being uncomfortable. He said, learn to be uncomfortable, and this is when you're going to start being better. Because he said a lot of things that we do, we feel uncomfortable, but that may be the thing that we're supposed to be doing. But
Yeah,
since
that's
it makes us
breaks
feel
the ice.
uncomfortable, we brush it off. Oh, that don't feel right. That don't feel right. But that could be your calling.
Yeah, that's what calls breaking the ice.
Bro, so she asked you to go ahead and be uncomfortable and toss that salad, and that's not what you normally do. You ready to be uncomfortable?
You mean toss her salad? Yeah, why not?
See, he from Brooklyn. He nasty.
No, not she ain't gonna be
He said he's from Brooklyn. He that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yo, two things I
Like
want
you
to
said,
add.
we 40 plus, man. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, bro.
Nah,
But that's if it's your girl. I'm not gonna just say any. Now we not talking any. Yeah, we not.
Go ahead, KD.
Yo, two things I want to add. Number one, watch out for third wheels, because it's usually those third wheels that
like that
make the car go down. And when I mean
like
that, I mean relationship.
Mhm.
And the
I like
second
the
thing is, energy doesn't lie. Your gut feeling doesn't lie. You know what I mean? So believe in your gut feeling, and usually people, the energy of a person introduces themselves before they introduce themselves. So you know that feeling. You should know it.
Facts.
Especially as you get older, because when you get older, your eyesight gets weaker, but your vision to see through people gets stronger.
That's a fact.
Oh, bars.
Learn how to read things. You see certain things for what it is now, instead of for the little things you might have missed back then.
And on top of that, learn from other people. Like, you know, you're gonna make mistakes in life, but
you have to.
Even if you live up to 99 years old, you're not gonna commit every mistake. But if you grab 99 people, we put all of our mistakes inside the circle, and you learn from each of those mistakes, you're gonna be a more knowledgeable person.
Absolutely. All right, so we got one more question, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So I left this question for the last. So what do women do that annoys men?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Bringing up the past, bringing up the female you used to talk to 10 years ago while you were living with a man, and you know I was with that other girl, like shit like that.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Underestimating. And what I mean by that, I mean you have some women who think, and I'm quite sure y'all all been through this. Majority of men been through this. Ladies, I need y'all to understand this. When you talk to a guy, and I'm not talking about the together stages. I'm talking about when y'all talking to somebody and y'all learning each other. Do not think a man is giving you his all in the beginning. Because at the end of the day, we're still filling you out. So don't underestimate him like, yo, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. Like Katie said, the third wheel. Because I'm quite sure you have females talking to that third wheel about what you're not doing. But what they not understanding is, you're not doing it because you don't know how to do it. You're doing it because you're holding back for a reason. You want to see if she's worth doing it. So don't underestimate a man. So don't underestimate a man thinking he can't do whatever you think he can, and he can just bring it to 100%. Because I'm quite sure I have a rule. I'm never gonna give out. I don't give out 100% of myself. I did it. It's fine. It came and went. But I won't do it. But that's my rule. Why? Because simple fact, you give out 100% yourself, you might get 35% from that person.
And to add what Blacko is saying, a lot of women, if not all, think men in the beginning they just want to get laid, they just want to get some ass. But like Blacko was saying, you know what I mean? Sometimes we're trying to fill you guys out, fill you girls out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another thing that annoys me is women being over dramatic for the most littlest things and dragging it.
That mostly comes in the later part. That comes in the later part.
The most annoying thing is annoying me on purpose. Like your full intent is because you see me at peace and you want some damn attention, or you just whatever case and don't want to see me at peace, or you just bored. It ain't got nothing to do with in your world or realm of what's going on today. So they come and they just pick on purpose or actually do something, and they know it's going to annoy the hell out of you.
It must have been college football Saturday, wasn't it?
Bro, it's that, and it's just
She said, "Oh, he's chilling right now." All right, bet.
I bet. Like she know you at peace, and she just like, I just want to mess with him. Let me see, or being tested. I hate playing games. I do not play games. I'm not gonna play games. I'm not gonna test you or challenge you. I don't have time for that. Like I get super annoyed when a woman does something because they want to see how we react to it, or they like, y'all want to see if he really cares. Let me whatever case. So they want to pick an argument or just ask you something or just whatever case just to see your reaction to it. And then be mad as like I don't play. I get more annoyed that I know that you're fucking playing games. Sorry, I know that you're freaking playing games. I get more annoyed for that. Yeah.
He mad now.
Right.
I agree 100% with Black V, bro. 100%.
What I say.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
What I say is, from a singles point of view, don't judge a brother for what you've been through. And y'all need to stop looking at us as that face. That's not my face. I don't got his face. I got my face.
Yeah,
Stop looking at me like I'm him. I'm not him.
What Chuck is saying, ladies, we're not your
You know what I'm
past.
saying? Right. We not. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times y'all gotta I know y'all like to put up your defense, but let that defense down and open your eye and look at us and see us for who we really are. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think for me it's just more of a, not for me in general, but like from what I've seen in the past too as well. It's stop. If you're in a relationship, stop going to your single friends for advice.
That too.
There's a lot of chances and a lot of times where your single friends are low key jealous of what you got, and they will give you answers that would deliberately try to destroy your relationship. And it could be for two reasons. It could be because they want the person you with, or it could be they just want you to be single with them because they can't find nobody.
Misery loves company.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of I'm not gonna once again, I'm not gonna bash, but I do feel like a lot of women who are single are really jealous of the ones who have somebody. And they'll never admit it, but like KD said, energy speaks. You can feel energy from people. You can tell when people are not genuinely happy for you and your happiness.
Energy doesn't lie. And on top of that, in a lot of cases, singles are jealous of happy couples, and couples are jealous of happy singles. In a lot of cases.
Nice.
That's crazy. And on that note, I'm just gonna wrap that up because that was lit. Yeah, I can't. That boy been dropping jewels all night. So I want to thank everybody for being on the show tonight. I appreciate you guys. Y'all can just tell everybody where they can find y'all. Blacko, if you want people to find you, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me on IG, J_Blacko. I'm always on there, always posting memes. If y'all want to communicate with me, trust me, I'm always on there, and I have any type of conversation I want. Nothing crazy conversation, but I'm open to all types of conversation. So just hit me up on there, definitely.
Yo, you can find me on IG, J Harris 330. Again, J Harris 330. You can find us on YouTube at Truth Entertainment Films. You can look that up on YouTube and find us, or just look up my name, Jamar Harris, on Facebook. You can find me on my government name and page and whatnot, and see all the crazy conversations I'll be stirring up and kicking the hornet's nest just to get people fussing or arguing about topics.
Yeah, you can catch me on TikTok at Hollywood B&B. Catch me on TikTok at Mr. Bolandy 11 Fitness Room. What else we got? That's it. And Facebook, Mr. Bolandy Lowry, Lowery, like Mike Lowry. We out here. We pushing them products, man.
You can catch me at KD_swagger on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Black Planet, Asian Avenue, AOL.
Bro, I miss my MySpace, bro. I miss MySpace. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, the ill backgrounds and the music.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Those are some of the greatest years ever. I miss you, Tom.
Oh man, listen, word. Well, I want to thank all of you guys for joining us tonight. I appreciate you guys. And remember, you guys listening to this, whenever you listening to this, make sure you tune in and like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can catch me at RDH TV on YouTube. No, RDH TV 82 on YouTube. RDH TV 82 on Twitch. I_Amrels_2920 at Twitter. So I'm pretty much everywhere. So that being said, I appreciate you guys, yo, and everybody enjoy.
Likewise, guys. Great conversation, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bro, this is Raw.